Hey guys, what is up? It's new video review about the Plague ENC. The Earth is only real problem. It has often been observed is humanity, thus offers the opportunity to save the planet by eradicating our species from existence, giving you control over the evolution and mutation of various infectious diseases, the mean to spread, and then the tools to finish the job. The only obstacles are medical science, hand washing, and occasionally air filters. It represents you a simplified world map and the choice of where your baby infection takes its first steps. How fast it spreads depends on how many ways it can be transmitted and how well you suit it to its current environments. So the early game upgrade concentrators on vectors like insects and birds or blood transmission, as well as surviving extreme environment. Starting in Afghanistan, for example, a plague that transmits through the blood and livestock will spread fast. Your role at this point is that for observer and nudger chef. Each alteration made to the plague affects where it's spreading and how fast, with poppable icons indicating a new country's infection, before humanity can be eradicated, which is the really fun part. You've got to make sure you're going to get all of the buggers. Anyone left alive means failure. The plague spreads is represented by red dots in each country, and red lines is showing infected travel roads, which start sprays and build up to an overwhelming block of color, together with the air and sea traffic moving back and forth, much of it red with infection. This is an oddly hypnotic effect, and one made all more spooky by the random audio of the little girl singing "Ashes to ashes we all fall down." On the plus side, if the next stop works, there will be no longer girls left to sing. While Plague ENC lets you name the disease, which is especially nice when its milestones crop up along the way. Beating the Spanish flu doesn't mean anything in the long run through. You got to kill everyone. In most Plague ENC, you will be waiting to reach 100% worldwide infection before making a move, because as soon as you start to introduce the symptoms, even inchoate ones like coughing, people notice they are infected. Symptoms can mutate without any input for you and often have to be developed. An extremely expensive pursuit, but are the fun of messy of the Plague ENC. This is where you can make everyone in the world slowly turn insane or simply start pooing their guts out. Comas, paralysis, skin lesions or necrosis, the world is at your mercy but ready to fight back. Countries will begin researching a cure, the response dictated by severity of your disease, and take steps to limit the spread so when you hit hard. I find going up to a total origin failure out of nowhere handled the job nicely. Governments instantly begin through maximum resources of the problem, but far too late, and before long several of them have fallen. Every country in anarchy means less money and time devoted to a cure, and it's delight watching Europe topple piece by piece and cripple worldwide research speed. At the last few million humans begin dying off, living in holes with the cure progress forever stalled. The game leaves you in silence to watch the Earth population take down to zero. Lovely. Most games of Plague ENC follow something along these lines, but there is a huge amount of replay value in the different types of plague unlocked through the successful games. The starting plague bacteria is versatile and capable of growing a cell wall to circumvent all temperature extremes. The virus is an unstable plague, regularly mutating new symptoms and hard to control through this randomness, can also make it explode in the right situation. Others include fungus, slow motion but capable of infection, spore burst, prion, or a neural plague that can dampen awareness of the symptoms, parasite, the most delicious surely, which can be upgraded to the full brain control, and bioweapon, automatically gains lethality over time. Perhaps the most unusual and difficult to get right is the nanomachine, which has escaped from a lab and is being cured and tracked from the game beginning, but which has unique systems for blocking transmissions and increasing infection rates widely. The warm-up is eventually covered in red, And when your plague is discovered desperate, countries will do all sorts of things. Beware of the approval of human experimentation, which is at last sort but helps greatly with the cure speed. This is even more to plague in sea, like the perks gradually unlocked and placed on your chosen pathogen for little boost alongside the whole other challenge of brutal mode. An expectation is also available, which can be bought for 149 uncleared by completing the brutal with all vanilla virus types and introduces a bit science fiction to the Nerox swarm. This is at base kind of parasite, one capable of dampening humans' reaction to its presence and eventually wreaking havoc on their psychology. Unlike the other virus types, it lets you manipulate humans almost directly, evolving to make carriers want to fly to the new countries and spread their infection to the other humans. What most fun with the Neurovax worm, however, it's enlivening humanity, turning the infection into worshippers and watching the world struggle to deal with the fallout. This is the part of a mirror but important aspects of Plague ANC design. Even with the standard types of Plague, there are certain domino effects you can set off. Turning the world slowly paranoid and then insane, for example, might mean that Spelling gets elected in the USA. She knows that the real cause of the virus those damned communists, and if you make one more correct move, she unleashed nuclear magnon. Chalk up for the team virus. Other neat surprises include the effects of certain symptom combinations, dry sneezing and diarrhea, and all these little details make Plague ANC world a much richer place than its first appears. The only problem with the Plague ANC and the reality this is strength as much as the weakness. Is this the time it takes to spread the infection? The first few times you play, watching the spreading is revealing stuff, but once you master the basics of transmission, it's hard not to wish there was an option to play the early part of the game even faster than the 2x speed alone. It's a choice that undealably creates tensions, but it doesn't mean there is no such thing as quick game. That said, killing humanity is such a real pressure. We may slav them sometime. You can also help loving the mix of reality and macabre humor in Plague ANC, using the London Olympics to infect the Britain to finding a way around Sweden's double whammy of ridiculous good healthcare and a cold climate. It's a game that rewards experimentation as much as focus, races more than a few laughs. And thank you guys for watching, subscribe to our channel, bye!